The thought, the possibility that BYU and Utah could both be undefeated when they play leads to the question, when will they suffer their first defeat? You can go to Twitter. The BYU poll question is up. It is time to launch the Ute poll question. When will the Utes get beat? They got Idaho in the opener. Arkansas and Utah State come in for the non-conference season. They open conference play at Iowa State, come back home for Kansas. Go to Colorado, home to Houston. You feeling a loss in there somewhere, PK? Cincinnati, Halloween Day in Ohio, and then it's the Cougs.
Yeah. I don't think they'll start the conference season 4-0.
Houston is the fourth game. So Houston gets them, or before that, at Iowa State, home to Kansas, at Colorado.
I'm going to go with they go in to the conference, which puts them in a good spot into the BYU game at 3-1.
They got 5 games, so you got to move them to 4-1 or 3-2.
I'm talking the conference.
In conference, yeah. Iowa State, Kansas, Colorado, Houston, Cincinnati. They got 5 conference games before BYU.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
I get 3-1 coming out of
5-0,
Houston.
so I won't go 5-0.
You won't go 5-0. So where does the first loss come?
I don't know.
Kansas, Houston, those are both home games, but in the preseason, those are the two that are getting talked up the most. Of the road games, at Iowa State, at Colorado, at Cincinnati, any of those look more difficult than the others?
They all do. I don't think they'll have a breeze on any of them. They're all going to be tough games. Maybe they roll over some of these teams. And maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe they're just friggin' undefeated through September and October. That'd be awesome. Love to see it. Love for both these teams to be undefeated going into November 7th, for sure. Yeah, I got no problem saying that. I just think winning 5 conference games in a row is hard.
And sometimes stuff happens.
Yeah.
And stuff goes wrong for you, or stuff goes great for them. One of these teams comes together, and maybe they're just absolutely flying.
Right.
Maybe it's right out of the gate. Iowa State, they bring a core of guys from Wazoo, and they get her done.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be pushovers. It doesn't seem to me that there's going to be a team that you can say, wow, we should really, really hammer them. Maybe Colorado. Maybe that might be the team that I would say most likely to be a lopsided game. As far as that goes, that would be my guess, and that's just what I'm doing. I'm just guessing. That's where I would put it. But I think all the others, I can't go out there and say, wow, that team, it's just, you ought to just crush that team by whatever, 30, 40 points. Doesn't seem likely to me that that's actually going to happen. Maybe it does. Maybe this team is just that good, and I don't think I'm underestimating them because I think that they have a chance to roll out a 10-2 season. I'm just saying starting 5-0, I think that's hard. Hard to do for anybody, for that matter. Considering in both years that Utah has been in the conference, no conference team has been able to do it and then go on and get the job done. Texas Tech had 1 loss. The year before, they all had 2. Texas Tech had 1 loss, but I believe that was early. That was like in their 3rd or 4th conference game.
I thought it was an October game.
It was an October game. Yeah. It was the same day as BYU and Utah. I know it was. It was the exact same day. And that was like October 17th last year. So with that in mind, yeah, that's the way I see it, is that that is just hard to do generally. I'm not looking at any specific game. I'm speaking generally.
You're playing the old Matt Harpering-Law of numbers game.
Yeah.
I get it. I think Kansas game 5, Houston game 7, both at home. At Cincinnati game 8, the pressure builds. The more you talk about it, and coaches always say, you ignore the noise, it's rat poison. And nonetheless, you can't really, your friends, your family, social media, your teammates, somebody's going to be talking about it.
Injuries set in.
Yep.
You may have to sit out a guy for a game or two. He's got something that he can't go this week, but there's a good chance he can go next week. So you got that going on. Yeah, those things happen, right? They absolutely do happen. And you hope they don't happen, but they do. And they happen for everybody. It's not like they're just going to happen to you, although some teams get more hindered by injuries than others, but everybody does to an extent, especially because I've said a lot of times, based on my Pac-12 knowledge, is that it also matters when you play a team because they might have their quarterback has to sit out for a week or two, and then he comes back.
You got the suspensions and the injuries, but also you have guys developing over the course of a season. So maybe you catch a team early, and then some guy comes on and dominates late.
Yeah. I think 5-0, man. I assume they're going to go 3-0 in the non-conference. I don't really think that's much of a question for me. But to go 5-0 in conference, man, that'd be flying high. Obviously, you couldn't ask for better. And that would set up a real big-time showdown, which, yeah, I want that. I want that. Absolutely want that. And have but especially, too, because by November, the game days and the Herb Streets and all, they seem to just talk about Ohio State. And that's the one thing that kind of sours me a little bit. Is when you get into November, it's the same teams that they're talking about. Yep. And that's why I've stopped really thinking, I got to watch game day.
I'm there for and I've been here for long. Last 15 minutes for picks is plenty, and then I'm there for the 10 a.m. kickoff or whatever. Especially in the Pac-12 era, there weren't a lot of Pac-12 games early. Now there's always a Big 12 game at 10 a.m. I want to see.
And so there's nothing more that I would like to see is that November 1st week and that first Saturday in November where the country's talking about two undefeated teams 45 miles apart. That at that point, you can't be ignored.
It's massive.
Yeah, right.
It's like we were saying earlier, given that they're starting 15 and 21, top 10, are they both top 8, top 6? How good is it? And it depends, back to the teams they're all going to be talking about. Is Ohio State still undefeated? Is Georgia still undefeated?
Well, they mostly are. And if they're not, then Texas is. Yeah. So they're choosing Texas, I can tell.
Sing it.
So they're going down that road. And here I am drinking Jack by myself.
Lyrics.
So I want that. I want, and if it's not, first choice is local. Second choice is ASU. Third choice is Big 12.
DJ PK, we'll take a break. When we come back, Pablo Mastroeni, RSL head coach, joins us. Tiger Bachmeier, BYU wide receiver, our conversation with him at 8:30. And Aaron Roderick, Cougar offensive coordinator, at 9. DJ and PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
One number can save your round, so when the pressure's on, don't guess. Bushnell Golf gives serious golfers the confidence to pull the right club with rangefinders, GPS devices, and launch monitors trusted by 98.1% of pros. From the Tour V7 Shift to the Pro X3 Plus and Launch Pro, Bushnell Golf is built for precision you can feel on every shot. Shop direct at Bushnell Golf for the widest selection, exclusive offers, and free shipping. When the pressure's on, trust the number trusted by the pros. Bushnell Golf. Visit bushnellgolf.com today. That's BUSHNELLGOLF.com.